Welcome back to another lesson of Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we are going to learn about maximum, minimum, small, and large function. All of them works in a different way. Now, just as you can see, or just as you've heard, maximum, minimum, small, and large. So what does these functions do? Let's just show it to you how the max function works. Basically, the max function works in such a way so that it can find out the highest number, or let's say the largest number it has in a specific range of data. Let's say I have this range of data over here, which is the A column. It starts from A2 to A7. Now, if you have more data, it will be quite hard for you to find it, right? Now, you cannot just go through each and every one and then find out the one which has the highest value. But if that happens, what you can do is use the maximum function to find out the highest number in your specific range of data. Now, how are you going to do that? What you're going to do is type in equal max and then select all the values, or select the range of data, close the parentheses, hit on enter, and you can see the highest range or the highest valued data is 96 inside of the specific cell. If I type in 100 over here, well, let's say I'm going to type in 100 here, okay? Hit on enter and you can see 100 will appear up. So it's going to keep updating until you put in your own data or change the values, okay? So this is like very convenient. So I'm going to type in 86 back again because I will be needing that later on. Now, as we've got our maximum, now it works the same way when you are using the minimum function. I'm going to type in equal minimum. So basically what it does is finds out the lowest number or the lowest valued number in your specific range of data. Type in minimum, select the range of data, close the parentheses, hit on enter, and there we go. The lowest valued data is 34. So now you know how the maximum function works and also how the minimum function works in Microsoft Excel. Now the next function we're going to show you is going to be small and large. Now how does these functions work? These are a bit different. Let me just show it to you how it works. Let's just show you so that you can know how it works, okay? And then I will give you a description. Let's say I'm going to type in small, open the parentheses, select the whole cell, close the parentheses, hit on enter, and you can see I've entered too many arguments for this. Now, why is it showing that? It's showing that because you need to put in a specific value. What I'm going to do is remove this back again. Let me just show it to you. As you can see that after the criteria, we need to put something else. So you have to put in small, select the array, put in a comma. Let's say I'm going to put in 2. Close the parentheses, hit on enter, and you can see 54. Now, why is it 54? Because it's the second highest number, or let's say the second smallest number in the specific range of data. Now, if we put in, let's say 1, it will give me the smallest number. So it is a bit better, or let's say this is, a bit more convenient than the minimum function in Microsoft Excel. So now you know how it works. Let's say I want the third smallest numbers. Type in 3, hit on enter, and it will give me the third one, okay, which is 57. It was 54 when we put in 2, and 3 when we put in 57, okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing with the large function. Type in equal, large, then put in or select the array. Now we want the largest number, so put in 1, which is going to be the first ranking. Hit on enter, and that is the largest number with the first ranking. But if you want the second largest number, just type in 2 in case of 1. Hit on enter, and the second largest number is 86. So you can do that, or most of the time it is used when people are trying to rank up a specific placement for a specific person, or maybe for an object, or whichever data you are using. It works most of the time in cases of numerical values. It won't work in case of alphabetic data. So make sure to keep that in mind, and hope you understood everything in this lesson. And now let's move on to our next function of Microsoft Excel, which is going to be median mode.